Hey guys, thank you for joining me once again as we continue our SWTOR storyline adventure. Before we head back to Ossus or Ossus, I wanted to show you a piece of mail I got, although I guess the mailbox is actually up here, shows you how often I use my ship. It is from Lana. Your public support of the Republic has been received well by most Alliance personnel. Yeah, I imagine we probably recruited a little bit more from the Republic than from the Imperials. Naturally, there are some with non-republic backgrounds who have expressed reservations. I will monitor all such individuals and inform you if there is cause for concern. In the meantime, I will begin a review of Alliance operations to ensure compliance with Republic laws and guidelines. I suspect Dr. Orgrab and Captain Viz will not be thrilled at the prospect, but I'm certain that workable compromises can be reached. Yeah, those two do not really seem like model law-abiding citizens, but we'll see how that works out. Could be interesting if like a quest comes out of it. We'll see though. Actually, I'm already on Ossus, so let's head back down to the surface and continue adventuring. It is actually rather late where I am right now, almost 11:40, and I probably should be in bed, but figured I would stay up and do one more episode of storyline. It's been a few days since I've last done story content. Logged in today to do a raid, which you'll probably see soon if you haven't already. And I was feeling wide awake, so figured I would do a little more. Alright, here we go. Let's turn off guild chat. Very nice landing port here. Not sure we've seen Ossus from this side before. And we need to retrieve portable defense turrets right from this area, so that's very convenient. I like the little crop circles here. I don't really remember the background of this quest, but it feels like we're stealing things. Oh, I guess we grabbed them here. And now we go somewhere else to deploy them.
Mechanized travel is for official
and that somewhere else would be the farms. Let's enjoy the view as we fly. Whoa. Alright, going a little bit over the speed limit there. You have discovered farms. Yay, lucky me. Reminds me that I guess I should probably take a screenshot again. It is a nice area too. Very worthy of screenshots, I should say. Alright, so we have a bit of a ride. Hop on our Rancor here. Don't remember what this one's from. This might be the Kingpin's Rancor, maybe? From the Narshada Nightlife event, which is actually back right now. Although by the time you see this, it might be gone again. But if you're sad you missed it, it will be back. I remember after a lot of farming, I ended up with 2 on my gunslinger, so she kept one, and I gave one to Airvale since he is, of course, my main. I wonder if I should summon a companion. Probably. These guys are actually a little tough. Let's finish off these 2, and then we'll attack the big guy here. Oh. You cannot use your interrupt while you are doing a cast. You can interrupt a channel, like Telekinetic Throw, to do an interrupt, but you can't interrupt a cast like Force Serenity. Same with other abilities like Force Barrier. So if you're like doing PvP and you're using Force Serenity and you try to barrier, it won't go off. So be aware of that. You have to like escape first or move first. Just a random tip. Now, if I set up a turret and lead them here, I wonder if they'll I wonder if the turrets will fire on them. I hope so, that would make sense. Alright, so, okay. Companions. Oh, do I not summon them from this menu anymore? See, this is how often, or how infrequently I use companions. Oh, I do, but okay. I guess I can only use them because it's a priority mission. Alright, Tal, that's your name. Let's activate this turret, and then I want to lead these Geonosians here. Just to see if that works. And let's also pop a command boost. Alright. No, come here. They're gonna just fire on her, aren't they? Alright. Well, that turret idea didn't really work, but I should have dot spreaded instead of just wasting that. Oh, it's working! Sweet. I can bubble the turret. Can I heal the turret? I can heal the turret. That's weird. But hey, not complaining. Alright, let's grab our sweet loot here and find one more turret. I feel like this is a daily. This feels like a daily.
That should do it. Let's find Nadia in the
I really should have done this travel to the farmstead, which I guess is the main area. No, the farmstead's around here. I see. Because Nadia was around here as well. It's starting to come back to me. It was only like 2 or 3 days ago, but I've had a lot on my mind the last few days, so how soon we forget. I'm enjoying this though. This is a good little bit of story content they've added. Even if the quests are kind of MMO-ish. Alright, so we'll go up here, make a right. I feel like I was saying something about something and now I totally forgot what it was, but oh well. That's cool how they have like little water farms there.
Can't just leave. Not now.
You have to. Take the others and get moving. I can handle a few Sith.
I can vouch for that.
Thank the Force. This is the SWTOR, Zarios. The Empire's goons don't even stand a chance now.
It's not about you. If the Imps land a single shot on D9 before he finishes, we'll lose everything.
What do you mean?
All of our data! We grew crops in a radioactive wasteland. What we've learned could increase crop yields all across the Republic. Imagine how many people we could feed.
That
We'll
sounds
handle
useful.
it, Zarios. We need you to head to the shuttles and get everyone loaded up. The faster the better.
Yeah, if you discover something like that, like upload it to the scientific community right away. Don't wait. I guess they were trying to remain hidden, so that's fair, but still they could have, I don't know, buried a copy somewhere just in case or something. I want to go with this one, but I'm also curious.
This can't be the only place the data is stored. Couldn't you just get a copy from the colony databanks?
All of our computer systems have gone haywire. I don't know if it's the Imperial jamming or what. This is the only working terminal. It may be our only shot.
Well,
Imperial's coming in fast. Get moving, Zarios. I won't say it again.
seems like a worthwhile goal.
All right. Let's go.
Alright. It'll be good to fight by Nadia's side once again.
May the Force be with you.
2 companions. What a hacker. Alright, they're coming. There they are. That's cool. I like when the enemies come to you and you don't have to run around. Oh, you guys almost left out of my AoE there. Almost. Let's see, you get past an earthquake. Or a forcequake. As it were. Alright, so far so good.
Incoming!
Alright, they're starting to come a little bit faster. It's good, because otherwise this would be real easy. There's the commander already. They don't seem too formidable. Although they did leap out of my AoE, so well done. Your subordinates could not manage that. Alright, well that wasn't too bad. How's the little droid doing?
Tau?
Everyone okay?
Good here. I'm glad we got Zarios and the others out of here. That got a bit exciting. D9, were you able to get the files?
D9 equals successful. Files equal too large for D9 memory banks. D9 equals copied to portable memory core. Which I guess you're giving to me.
Get this back to the colony right away, Nadia. Make sure the Republic gets a copy.
Of course. I'm never gonna let Zarios live this one down. Speaking of, I'd better catch up with him and the rest of the crews. Make sure they get back to the colony safely. It was good to fight by your side again. I'll meet you back at the shuttles.
We'll be back together in no time.
I'll hold you to that.
So
We
while I'm
should
sure...
hurry to the old library. If they sent a force like this just for some farms, there's no telling how many troops they sent there.
So while I'm sure it's safe with her, I feel like I probably should have kept it myself, just because Airvale is a little bit more experienced as a Jedi than Nadia is. Yeah, it seemed like she had a bit of hesitation killing people. Guess it's been a while.
Are you all right, Tao? Is there anything you want to talk about?
These weren't a bunch of brainless monsters, not like the Geonosians. But fighting them, killing them, it didn't really feel all that different.
We're fighting an enemy that wants to destroy everything we care about. It doesn't always feel good, but we can't let them win.
I suppose you're right. Let's get moving.
Alright,
May
mission
the Force be
complete.
with you.
The final conflagration. I'm going to be totally honest with you guys, I don't know what that means. I feel like it's like when things come together, like a convergence, but I could be totally wrong there. At first I read it as confrontation, but that is not what it says. Also, if that's the final mission here, then this is going to be a short episode, but I'm kind of okay with that, because then I can get some sleep. It is, after all, almost midnight. Could I quick travel? Would that be faster? Probably. Oh, the Jedi Library, where is that?
May the Force be with
Do I
you.
have that point? Dead Forest, Catacombs, no. Don't think I do, although I could be wrong. Is that a player? No, just Jedi Knight. About to say, I have allied name tags on, so... No, those are players there. Making some cameos in our videos. Little bird thing. Alright. Not too much further to the speeder point. Really hoping that our Jedi Master friend is not
Mechanized travel is
deceased.
for official business only.
Of course, you have to fly right through the archway. Well, at least there's no traffic. Better than my commute. Alright, so we do have a few Imperials to
That
face.
was too close.
What was close?
The library. They're under attack.
Tao, are you making fun of my piloting skills? I think she is. Alright, so there's a bonus quest. Maybe I'll do that just to kind of draw things out a little bit. There used to be a bug where if you killed an opponent with an ability that would spread dots, the dots wouldn't spread. Luckily they fixed that. I'm gonna save my mind crush for the commander since he has the most HP. Can't spread to both the operatives. Can't even spread to one because he left. They seem to be getting very good at that. I feel like I'm a boss who has mechanics and the players are learning. They know when to jump. That would actually be kind of a cool boss mechanic to have to jump when something happens, although I feel like with the way the servers lag sometimes, that would probably be a really annoying mechanic. I'm not sure they can sync it up that easily. Interrupting my channel. Hey! And they know how to use knockbacks, so note to self, don't put your back to cliffs. Didn't leap that time. And then we'll just throw some dots on that guy. Ooh, a purple. What did I get? Ooh, a deco. That's cool. Orange crystal container. Oh, that's nice. I think I got this one as a drop too. I don't have these yet. Wonder if that's worth something. It's purple, so that'd be cool. I like the idea that there are rare drops you can get from doing these, and I kind of hope that you can get them from doing the dailies as well. That would give you a reason to do dailies besides like gear and credits and all. Now, are they not dying? Hopefully Tao is working on them, because I really don't want to go back down there, although I could just put phase walk up here. Yeah, she's not fighting them. They'd eventually evade, but until then I'd run very slow, so... Let's just finish them off. Alright, much better. God, I love phase walk. Miss it on my shadow, but glad I have it on my Seige. Well, we're the ones incoming. Alright, that should take care of those guys. Although maybe not. Oh, it didn't spread? Did I not put dots on the main guy? I could have sworn I did. Alright. There are more Imperial soldiers, but somebody else has tagged them. I guess they ran through, kind of like I did. These guys are not tagged. Sneaky, sneaky. Alright, so one more. So we need 5 more. I feel like we're not getting credit for all these guys. Wonder if I can steal aggro back from these guys. Sometimes you do enough damage, it'll give you credit again. That guy I definitely have. See, like there, I killed him. Didn't give me any credits, so I guess there's not really a point killing these guys if I'm not going to get credit for it. No heals. That is counterproductive. Alright, at least there are different types of Sith here too. Kind of feels like the invasion of the Jedi Temple in Coruscant. Those guys run fast. I want whatever skill they have. Alright, here is our instance. Defeat the Imperial commanders. Oh, I see them. Alright, Lord Fanrix, let's see what you can do. Just gonna face tank him, because why not? Alright, 1 down, 2 to go. Can I speed her in here? No. Guess the Masters wouldn't be too happy with that, speedering in a Jedi Temple. Oh, don't leap. Hey, there's the bonus mission. Did we get anything for that? Some credits. And conquest points. I guess Tuesday, so yeah, it's reset. So maybe by killing these guys and doing some dailies I can get my conquest. Could also do some war zones later in the week. Although I did just do a few war zones on Aravale, so as you guys probably know, I like to switch it up a bit and not play the same character for a long time in a row. Figure that would get a little bit boring for you and for me. Oh, a little late there. Yeah, one bad thing about the Seige knockback is that it has a bit of an animation delay, and Shadow knockback, they're the same ability.
Here we go.
Also has a very short actual knockback distance, and it also is not a 360, so yeah, not the best knockback in the game, but hey, at least we have one. I'm sure Sentinels and Scoundrels are Jealous of that.
May the force
These guys lag anyway, so might as well just grab them all at once. Maybe they'll kind of group up for me. Sort of. Yeah, whatever. Alright. Ossus Rampage. Oh, Conquest. And another Darth.
Incoming!
Trying to whirlwind somebody. Looks like he's a sorcerer. Yep, he whirlwinded Tau. Can I cleanse that? Sweet. I like that they gave you the ability to cleanse. Most players probably wouldn't even think of that or even bother. You don't really need to, but it's nice that the option is there for those who do. Please don't be dead.
There must be something. Something. Somewhere. Where?
Drop your weapon. Now.
Such a mess. Always such a blasted mess with him.
Where is Nosteral? What have you done to him?
What? Oh, the Jedi. Over there somewhere. But you're rather too late to help him, I think.
Wrong answer.
You don't seem like you care about the Jedi at all. Why are you even here?
My purpose is beyond your feeble comprehension. Leave me to my work.
We're not going anywhere.
Tiresome. Ignorant. Ugh. You speak to Darth Melora of the Dark Council. And your interruptions end now.
Alright, here we go, boss fight.
Die and be silent,
What I
fools.
expect is probably the final boss fight of this mission. Although she doesn't seem too tough. Really? That was it? That's disappointing. Not gonna summon some creatures like Bestia?
Fools. Ignorant fools.
He's alive. Barely, but he's alive.
Truly? Lord Malgus has lost his edge.
Malgus?
Oh yes. This is all his handiwork. I would never make such a mess of a library. Even one belonging to a Jedi. Malgus usurped my entire operation. A veritable ballet of predatory evolution, discarded in favor of the bludgeoning fists of a toddler.
That's impossible. Malgus is dead. I was there.
Apparently, you should have been more thorough. Malgus is alive, here on this planet. Though, operational might be more accurate. A machine with pieces of a desiccated Sith Lord bolted into it hardly deserves to be called alive. Life is far more variable, more adaptable, capable of true change, and thus true power. The Force is life, and only life can truly command its depth.
Will you shut up? Malgus or not, we have to get the old man back to the colony now.
Alright, interesting twist there. Although, obviously, at this point I had heard that Malgus was back, and really, I think we all knew it was coming since they had that trailer. It's like 2 years ago? It seems like at least 2 years ago at this point, so it's been a long time coming. I don't really mind that, though, because we didn't really kill him. We kind of threw him off a ledge, if I remember, in the Flashpoint. It's been years since I've done that Flashpoint. Definitely can relate to Aravale when he says that he thought Malgus was dead. It has, after all, been quite some time, in-game as well as out-of-game. But yeah, he seems like he should be a good villain for the upcoming patch. True, we could bring Doc here. Might not be wise to move him.
It may not be safe to move him. We should find a way to bring Doc here.
You might be right, but plastic comms are still jammed.
You realize Malgus is on his way to burn your colony to the ground, yes? He could hardly say he finished my work if he leaves it standing.
Is that him now?
That would be the now.
30 seconds to objective, my lord.
Enemy fighters, evade!
He doesn't look so good either. Red group, stay on the enemy fighters. Blue group, cover the bombers for their attack run. Very Star Warsy.
Those are Republic fighters.
They made it. They actually made it.
Good afternoon, Commander. Before you ask, rest assured. I brought tea.
You can flirt with them. Interesting. Not going to follow that one, though. I also really like that they use the same TIE fighters, or similar TIE fighters, to the ones in KOTOR. Nice little touch there.
You have great timing, General. We can't thank you enough.
I only wish we could have been here sooner.
Can you bring medics to our position? We have urgently wounded people here.
Right away. We'll evacuate everyone to the colony. Medical and support teams are landing as we speak. Daerun out.
I'll just be going then.
I don't think
remember
so.
saying you could leave.
Taking me prisoner will waste time and personnel that you'll need to treat the wounded, like your friend here. I'm sure I'm not worth the effort.
Yeah, I think killing her would definitely be preferable to letting her go, but not sure I buy her argument. And either way, Aravel wouldn't kill a unarmed prisoner, even a member of the Dark Council.
I think a prisoner like you could tell us a lot of interesting things about Malgus and the Empire's plans.
Also a good point.
Tiresome.
So this was cool, but I do wish she had put up way more of a fight. Like, she could have been a really cool boss fight, and that was just like they ran out of time and had like 10 minutes to put something together, and they just gave her a health bar, not even a big health bar.
Thanks to the distress calls, we were able to sweep in and pick up all of the evacuation shuttles before the Empire could deploy pickup teams of their own.
Good, good.
That's a huge relief. We can never thank you enough, General.
All too happy to help. All evacuees will be transported to safety in Republic space. I know of some settlements on Tanab that could put good farmers to use, if any are interested.
Are you going to keep enough troops here to fight off any Imperial reinforcements?
We'll establish a forward listening post here. Secure the colony perimeter, but I can't spare more than that. We're too close to Imperial lines to risk a full garrison. Speaking of farms, I have already forwarded your data to a friend of mine, an outstanding Shatej player from the Agriculture Administration. They tell me the information from your farms is likely to revolutionize our entire logistical structure. Countless millions may be fed thanks to your efforts.
I'm glad I could help.
Any chance your fighters got Malgus in the attack?
It's possible, but seems a bit too much to hope for. Darth Malgus back on the front lines. This is a dark day for the Republic. We caught him off guard this time. I doubt we'll be so lucky again.
Well, I'm glad to see Malgus back, though, because the Emperor was kind of the big bad of the whole SWTOR storyline this entire time, and they gave him a fitting conclusion. I definitely liked the end of Knights of the Eternal Throne, but at the same time, you know, the big bad is dead, so now what? And at least Malgus has kind of been an iconic villain from the start as well, so we'll see how long he lasts, but should be interesting fighting against him.
We beat Malgus before, we can beat him again.
With your help, I believe it.
Is he all right? Did he make it?
Nostral's wounds were severe. Cauterized perforation of the upper ventricle, ocular damage from oxygen exposure, catastrophic muscular and nerve damage to the left forearm. Fortunately, he received treatment from the most brilliant, skilled, and handsome doctor in the entire galaxy, so he's gonna pull through.
His bedside manner could use some work. Start with the good news. I guess it's better to start with the bad news, but, you know, like, he's going to be okay, but that'd be a nice way to put it. Even though I had a feeling he would be okay. I also wonder if I really want to play this on the Imperial side now, or maybe I'll watch a Let's Play of it to see if, like, are you the one that has to fight Nostral instead of whatever the Sith Lord lady's name is?
At least you have the skills to back up that ego.
With plenty to spare, I assure you.
Thank you, Doc. I mean it.
That's what I do.
That's why they call him Doc, I guess.
The soldiers are still digging through some of the worst of the damage to the library. Torel, Reyna, and Z are still missing, and I can't sense them. That makes 15. I'll update again when we finish clearing the rubble.
The old man was right to bring us here. We needed this time to heal. And to remember what makes us Jedi. We've hidden long enough. The evil of the Sith doesn't stop just because we aren't there to oppose them. Quite the opposite. I'm no master, and I can't speak for the Order, but I can say this. The Republic needs the help of the Jedi. So let me be the first to volunteer.
I am deeply honored to accept. I'll have quarters prepared for any Jedi who wish to join you aboard my flagship.
We're already packed, and I think this will end up being a much more worthy destination. Commander, thank you. Without you, this would have been a much darker day for us all.
It's been a pretty cool storyline. I like the idea that the Jedi, or at least some small piece of them, came here to regroup and lick their wounds and get ready for the next battle. It seems to make sense, and it's kind of cool that the future Jedi Order eventually grew out of this little band of misfits here. Maybe a few other survivors as well.
I'm glad I could be here, Tau. Reuniting with the Jedi has been long overdue.
With you around, I think it's safe to say the future of the Jedi is a bright one. May the Force be with you.
When the dawn came, the Zell awakened and saw the tongs upon the high place and were afraid. For the morning light caught the glint of helms and weapons and created phantom warriors made of dazzle and distance. But the cleverest of them were not deceived.
What are we talking about?
The Empire thought they could make this a grand first strike in their renewed war against us. They hoped to destroy the Jedi, to destroy us with fear before we ever faced them in open battle. Thanks to you, they failed. The Jedi are renewed allies of the Republic. Our people have seen that the Sith are vulnerable whenever we stand united. This war will be dark and brutal and vicious. But we will stand against that darkness together. Together, we will win.
Alright. I like the attitude. Let's see if we can pull it off. Meet with your Alliance leaders. Alright, that's probably the end of the mission. Got another rep item here. And then Ossus Defense. Okay, that's gotta be the daily quest then. As you can see, it's not purple, so it's not a main story quest. In the operations level of the Alliance base. I assume that means on Odessen. Oh, there's the terminal quest here. While I'm here, I guess these people give out dailies too, or different missions you can do. Must be inside. Oh, right there. Hey, you get a good reward for that. Yep, all kinds of dailies. I guess that's like a one-time quest. Oh, that's the world boss quest. Alright, cool. I have done the Geonosian Queen in both story mode and hard mode a few times, so if you are interested in seeing that, check my PvE playlist out. There's plenty of those there. Probably won't record myself doing dailies because they're boring to do, and I imagine they're boring to watch. I might not even do the dailies, to be honest with you guys, because September's almost here at this point, month and a half away. But alright, let's head to Odessen. just to finish this storyline up. Get ready for 6.0. I admit that when the Geonosian Queen was first launched and I got summoned here a bunch of times, I did not make a mental distinction between Odessin and Ossus, just both planets starting with O and both kind of new additions to the game, and they are different, but not like radically different. Like they could easily be on the same planet. So it took me like a long time to finally register that, oh, Ossus, not Odessin, different planet. The Geonosian Queen is elsewhere, which I really should know because I used to be like really, I guess I still am to a degree into Star Wars lore, so I should definitely know about Ossus, but just wasn't really thinking about it. I was more focusing on the raids. Alright, is this, wait a minute. Nope, I keep doing that. I keep seeing a green story instance and running right through. Well, that's how I started this, I was going to call it a series, but it's only 2 episodes, so this storyline. Kind of a bookend of sorts. Why are there Imperial flags here? Somebody should really replace those. Lana's room. No? Oh, it's both, I see.
All right. Looks like we've got just about everyone. How are we doing?
Internal security remains solid. I've caught 3 Imperial spies since Ossus. 2 attempted to enlist, and the other presented herself as a merchant seeking new trade relations. Unfortunately, they fled before they could be caught and interrogated about their specific objectives.
It's good to know we're still so popular.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it.
My assets have brought in solid intel from all of the major battles along the front lines. I'll keep forwarding everything to Bay 1 for analysis.
My people are using that intel to create new write-ups for the major field commanders on both sides. Should help us predict strategic probabilities going forward. Until we get a specific request for aid, I've deployed our fleet in a defensive posture around Odessin. Speaking of ships, one of our frigates went AWOL. The crew is ex-Imperial, so we're pretty sure they're heading back home. I can't blame them for not sticking around to fight their old allies, but that ship wasn't theirs to take. How should I deal with them?
Oh, tough choice. Oh, I don't really like this one, because like this is a war. They're Imperials. I feel like we're kind of justified in blowing them up. Like if you... Yeah, I really wish there was like a third option, but I guess, you know, pragmatically you either blow them up or you don't. There isn't really a third option there. I gotta think about this one. I said frigate. Does it have defenses? I mean, I guess I can kind of justify it by saying that when they joined the Alliance, they were signing up for something different, like a truce, a ceasefire. I remember back when Darth Mar and Satele like joined me to take on Revan that first time. So I guess they really should have a chance to leave on their own. Honestly, I think if I was in charge, I would have done that first thing. Everybody who wants to leave, go, leave, get out of here. So I guess I can't really blame them too much for leaving. It does feel a little bit like a violation of that truce to force them to stay and then blow them up as soon as, like, we'd almost be betraying them as opposed to them betraying us, since we were the ones who decided to end the Alliance and merge the Republic again. So, alright, I'll do the right thing and let them go.
Track them down, but stick with your ion cannons. I only want the ship back. The crew members are free to go where they like.
That's a fair compromise.
Understood. Once our people have retaken the frigate, they'll drop the crew off at the closest neutral port.
Nothing so dramatic occurring in our science lab. Improvements to Odessin's planetary shields have been successfully completed.
All right. Hilo?
We've had to step up security for my crews. Piracy is becoming a bigger problem on their runs. Lucky for us, you're friends with Mandalore. Now that word's spread that her people are riding along, nobody messes with our transports.
Good to hear. Anything else?
Me and the crew have been running one of the old Thranta corvettes. We're patrolling the route between here and Zakul. It's bad over there. Some of the city spires have closed themselves off completely. Others are actually taking shots at each other. And those gangsters from the exchange, they're moving in all over the place. Nearly half the provisional government is tied to them somehow. I know they want to go their own way, but Zakul is my home. It's home for a lot of our people. I think we should try to help.
It's gotta be weird, like people from one skyscraper firing at another. I can't even like think of like a movie I've seen that in. That's just a weird image. Not really a funny image, just an odd thing that like two skyscrapers are at war with each other. Like somebody should make that movie. All right, what's your idea, Koth?
How do you think we could help them?
The most important thing is to get the exchange out of there. The Knights are practically non-existent now. There's no law. I know it's not our place to go after them on Zakul, so let's go after them before they get there. Give me 3 extra ships, and we'll intercept any exchange members we find headed for Zakul. Without any muscle or bribes to back them up, they'll crumble.
Well, resources are rare, but I imagine that stopping the exchange could have benefits for Zakul and other areas as well.
Sounds like a good plan. The ships are yours, Koth.
Thank you. Gonna enjoy taking those scumbags down.
San Array is touring the reconstruction efforts on Voss, so I believe we're finished.
Sure, let's offer some closing remarks. I'm glad I did this as a separate episode, because it is 40 minutes long at this point. Quite a lot of dialogue.
I'd like to say a few words before we end the meeting.
Yes, Commander?
It'd be so funny if like he said that verbatim. I'm in charge, no matter what. Like a 2-year-old.
I want to thank you all for standing by me. We have survived so much, overcome so much. That was only possible because of all of you. The galaxy is as chaotic as ever, but if we stand by one another, we'll find our way through.
You can count on us. There was one final matter for you. We received a message from Alec Rainan, a reporter for a Republic news network. He'd like to speak when you have a moment. I've loaded his frequency into your holocom.
Thought we could use a moment alone. I have to say, it feels good to work with the Republic again. We spent so many years dealing with Suresh and people like her. It's easy to lose faith, to forget what we all signed up for in the first place. The Republic might finally be ready to live up to its own standards. I'm glad to be a part of it.
The Republic has always been my home. It feels good to be back after so long.
Plus,
Ever the optimist.
Torsen has way better restaurants than Droman Kos. I'm glad we could talk. I'll catch you later.
That I can believe. Alright, well. One more little quest to tie up. This definitely reminds me of another Bioware game. The interview reminds me of Mass Effect, but the like War Room conference kind of reminds me of Inquisition, which has me excited to play Dragon Age 4 whenever it comes out. Hopefully it's as good as the others, but with a new team. We'll see.
Commander, what a pleasure. Alec Rainan, Republic News Network. Your little comeback has everybody talking. Would you like to join the conversation?
What do you have in mind, exactly?
Oh, nothing too formal. You, me, and a friendly conversation about the Alliance and the Republic. I think it would boost morale for people to hear about how you're going to win this nasty old war for us. How about it?
Makes sense. Like the old newsreels updating people about the war. But we should be cautious too.
I need to know more about the questions you plan to ask.
Really basic stuff. Where you come from, how you save the galaxy, how you'll save the Republic. Totally boilerplate, I promise. We film in a studio on Carrick Station. Meet me there when you're ready.
Jonas, did you set up this interview request?
Of course not. But I'll pull some strings. I'll make sure you get a nice big audience. This is a great chance to inspire the people of the Republic. Don't forget to dress sharp.
Always do. Alright, so we go to the fleet. Shame we can't just like do it remotely. Like when you watch the news and people always like come in via satellite. I actually really hate that though, because there's always like a 3-second delay, which is like, what do you think of the current situation? I think the current situation is awesome. Like there's always that weird delay that's just super awkward. Anyway, can we go to the fleet via this mission? No. Fleet pass it is. Alright, hopefully this is like the end of the quest, because I mean this is fun and all, but it is almost 12:30 and I really should get to sleep. And you all should too, by the way. Unless it's like the middle of the day where you are, in which case take a nap. Naps are good. Wish I had more naps. My trouble with naps is by the time I take them, it's already like late, and then I end up just sleeping the whole night through and feeling like I got nothing done. Alright. Guess I'm not the only one questing tonight.
Commander, welcome. Follow me and we'll get started. Our studio is just this way.
Since we're on Carrick Station, it's probably not a trap.
5 in 3, 2.
Welcome back to Republic News. I'm your host, Alec Rainan. Our guest tonight has led a rather illustrious career as an esteemed member of the Jedi Order. But nowadays, you're simply known as the Commander, leader of the alliance that overthrew the Zakulian Empire, a hero to the entire galaxy. How does it feel to return to the Republic?
Well, first of all, I'd rather just be known as Aravel, but I guess they don't have that voice recorded.
It feels great, Alec. I'm excited to move forward and bring the Alliance closer to the Republic.
Glad to hear it. Some people in your position might have felt abandoned given the Republic's treaty with Sakul precluded any official support for the Alliance. And despite those difficult circumstances, you remained loyal. You supported the Republic's efforts on Iokath, for example. Why is that?
Not sure what that one's really going to say, but even if you don't fully trust the Republic, definitely better than the Sith. They at least have the right moral goals, even if they don't always adhere to them.
The Sith had helped us, but they can't be trusted long-term. Siding with the Republic was the obvious choice.
Understandable. At the request of Republic personnel, you defended the Jedi colony on Ossus when it came under Imperial attack. It was during that attack that we learned of the survival of Darth Malgus, possibly the Empire's most feared battle commander. How did his reappearance make you feel?
Malgus is dangerous, but we've beaten him before. We can do it again.
Your confidence is reassuring. I'm afraid we're just about out of time, so let's get to the heart of things, the war against the Sith Empire. Can we win?
With the Alliance joining forces with the Republic, the Empire doesn't stand a chance.
I like the sound of that. Any final comments before we wrap up?
The Republic is a place where all the peoples of the galaxy come together to create something greater than ourselves. If we're going to win, we'll do it by working together to bring out the best in everyone.
Inspiring words indeed. Thank you so much to our special guest. I'm Alec Rainan. Good night, and stay strong.
Transmission complete.
Great show. We'll have to bring you back again soon.
Looking forward to it. Good they had that last question there, because I didn't want to end it on the note of like, oh, everything's fine, don't worry about it, because not great for recruitment.
Commander. You looked good, and you sounded even better.
Alright. Hearts and minds complete, and I think that is the last leg of the quest. That was pretty cool, something a little different, but yeah, overall I enjoyed the 3 story chapters we did, or whatever you want to call those things, and the Ossus, I made it to 2 parts, but it was really like one long kind of mission quest thing. But yeah, storyline's getting interesting, can't wait for 6.0. I will definitely do a Let's Play of that when it comes out, hopefully a lot sooner to when it comes out, and not months and months beyond, but usually like the big story expansions like that, the ones you really kind of can't avoid, like I'll be getting levels at that point, those I usually do pretty quickly, so I'll look forward to that, and I hope you guys stay tuned for that as well. So thank you very much for watching, and as always, there will be plenty more PvP videos and PvE videos and other random things as well, so stay tuned for that, and may the Force be with you.